Hello, my name's Justin Watson. I'm the Director of Operations for Area 419. John and I met 20 some years ago when we graduated high school. He was friends with my sister at the time, and we had a lot of similarities. We both were mechanically inclined at the time, and we enjoyed working on different things. That kind of sparked our relationship, moved into different hobbies with wakeboarding and snowboarding and, different outdoor activities. And at the time, I owned a landscape business and I needed an employee. So John came to work for me. That started our professional careers together. Through John's and my careers, we've worked at 8 different companies together, all the way from, my landscape company to Gander Mountain to building custom motorcycles to, the different jobs we had. The last job we both had together was for a company that manufactured phototherapy equipment. It was based in a small town. They made a fabulous product that there was only a couple competitors in, but they were able to sell this product all over the world. And through that, it gave us a great experience because John was the mechanical engineer, the design engineer for the company. I was the service engineer that handled all of the warranty work, as long as the service calls, installations, as well as the aftermarket sales. So we were able to work with production, see how these products worked in production, and then also see how they worked out in the real world. And when we talk about out in the real world, we were able to travel to China, Russia, South America, Australia. And that, to me, was an important experience because when I was able to go overseas, I saw what it meant for an American-made product overseas. And, we get caught up here in America about how proud we are of American-made products. But it's really eye-opening to see what the expectations of quality is for an American-made product elsewhere. And bringing us to current day here in Area 419, that translated over with everything John did, and everything that we're doing now. And when we say precision comes first and quality's first, we all believe that because we know what it means from our product to go from our ideas in our head to in a customer's mailbox. And that customer may be here in the United States or anywhere in the world. In 2016, John was working as a mechanical engineer, and we were working in the same office. We 3 offices away from each other, and he'd always had his side business, Area 419, building rifles, and he invented the Hellfire muzzle brake. And he came to me and he's like, Justin, this is an idea that I have. I think it can sell. And I remember sitting in the offices as he was sending out quotes to some local machine shops to get a quote for 200 or 250 of them to be made. And that was in November, I believe, of 2016. And next thing you know, before he even had it, he told me they've all sold. And so that January, he went to the owner of the company and said, I'm going to pursue this full time. I think this is something. And it was funny because in March 2017, he came to me and he says, Justin, this is going to be something. I need help. And at that time, I had a really good position at the company. I wasn't looking to make any changes. I was looking to grow with that company even more. But John and I continued, we were friends. So we continued talking about the successes he was having. And by August, he'd purchased a super speed mill, the VF4, the first VF4 we had. And that was when the conversation really started to talk in August. And, my wife and I sat down and talked about it. We were in a good place. And, my adventurous spirit of always taking risks, always looking for the next challenge, I had new interest sparked in John saying that, he needed my help because this was going to be something. So in October, I left, despite the fact that I'd never ran a CNC machine. And John said my daily duties were going to be running a CNC machine. And first day of work, I went in and I was pushing green buttons and changing parts. And from there, we had some extra time. So, we had Craig that was, off site, making sales calls, doing the web development, doing product development. Craig and John were spending, we were on Facebook Messenger till 10:30, 11 o'clock at night talking about the next products we were coming up with. And next thing you know, we're ordering we're ordering 100 pieces for our next arc lock system. Or at that time, it was just regular Arca rail, the 14-arch Arca rail. And, then we went into the auto trickler stuff in 2018. Every week, John and Craig were coming to me and they were saying, Justin, we have a new product idea. Let's order this material. Let's get it going. And that's when things really started to build up where, into 2018, we knew we need to start hiring staff and we need to start bringing in more machines. We need to start adding space to our building. We needed to start putting additions on. And this all happened very fast. But we kept surrounding ourselves with good quality people that believed in what Area 419 was doing. And we kept building and kept pushing. And, we went from one VF4 to two VF4s to three VFs, and then we added spindles and turning centers. And it was pretty amazing to be a part of. 18 was probably the most exciting year because of the innovation that we had in new products and the amount of new products that came out. 19, Craig moved his family here and really hit the ground running with, building the Area 419 brand. And that is something that, noticeably different was when we introduced a new product in 19, we now all of a sudden didn't need to make 100 pieces of something. We needed to make 500 pieces of something on the initial batch because that's who wanted, we would sell that out immediately. And I think that is what keeps driving us to add more employees, add more square foot, and add new products is because of that excitement that we all get here of inventing a new product or improving upon a product that's out in the industry now. It's just not right. So to be able to create something that we feel in our head is the best product out there, it continues to be exciting for us. And the difficult times we have in 2020 was literally keeping up with the demand of our existing products. 2020 was exciting for us because we purchased land in 2019. We purchased 74 acres, about 10 miles from our existing shop. So 2020 was getting out of the backyard into a professional shop. We went from 4,000 or 4,500 square foot of shop to 18,500 square foot of shop with room to continue to grow. And that's something that we've learned in this short period of time is we better have not only a plan for 5 years, but 10 years and know that that 5-year plan could become a 6-month plan and that 10-year plan could become a 2-year plan. So that's a reason when people say, why did you purchase 74 acres? There's a reason for that. And that's because we plan on continuing to grow. Machine to mailbox is, I feel like an avenue that not only can we create good content, but we can also help people in the fact of, hey, I'm a small shop owner. How did Area 419 grow to 20 people or 40 people? How did they go from 4,000 square foot to 40,000 square foot? Now, we're not at 40,000 square foot here, but this is early in this series, and there's a real good chance that we're going to be there in a year or two. So one of the things that we wanted to do as an organization was to be able to talk about what some of our day-to-day activities are. John coming up with an idea with Craig and, designing this product and getting it on a machine, that's exciting, that's fun. But how do we order packaging for that? How do you protect that product during shipping? How do you deal with the different coatings that go on that machine? How do you deal with, the time that's required from when it goes from design to going through all of these different steps, which may not be as exciting, but we're hoping that there's people out there that finds this information useful. And I remember early on in 419, we would take our cell phones, and that's how we were taking pictures of machining. And I remember my mom, who's from an older generation, saying, well, why are you showing people this? Like, you're going to give away your secrets. And that's never been something that we've been scared of at Area 419. We want to show off what we're doing. We're excited about it. We're not afraid of someone copying what we're doing, because we're going to put so much content out there and put it in the world that everyone says, well, isn't Area 419 make that? And so we're going to flood the market with that. And, this series is another way to show you more things about Area 419. And I think our customers like that about us. Their customers know who they're dealing with. When they call our customer service, they might know them by name. And it's because we don't hide anything. We show off our employees. We're proud of the team that we've created here. They are part of every aspect of the success of Area 419. Showing that to other business owners on, why did you put those in place? And we'll answer those questions and show those off. And if that helps someone else's business, or if they can provide critique to us, hey, we're not experts in this. We're all figuring this out as we go. I've managed 20 people or 10 people in previous roles, but I've never managed 50 roles, but I'm going to figure it out. For Machine to Mailbox, one of the things that I look forward to seeing in this series is, when you grow up as a kid, you may be inspired to become a doctor or a lawyer or a machinist or a mechanic. There's not too many kids out there that are like, I want to be the director of operations of a business. I'm hoping to be able to show a little bit of what my day-to-day is like and what it's like and the feeling you get of growing a business, from in the backyard of 2.5 people to a beautiful shop with 50 employees. If I can share that and give some advice of the things I've learned along the way, then this series will be a success for me.